There it is, water on the floor. If that's what you're dealing with, you've got the right video. In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the tub seal gasket on your washing machine and stop that leak for good yourself. This part costs around $25 and a repair tech is going to charge you $200 or more for this same job. Let's get it done. We're going to start by moving the control panel out of the way. This particular one has a couple of clips underneath there, and you can just slide a little putty knife underneath there, push on those clips. Depending on the brand that you have, you may have to remove a couple of screws from each side on the back. Once you tip the back out of the way, you'll have a couple of clips here that you need to undo with the screwdriver, one on each side. And when you get those two clips done, then you can lift the entire front portion, including the lid, off of the washer and put that off to the side and get it out of your way. Next, we're going to start taking apart the plastic tub by removing the top. You just undo the clips that are here on the side all the way around the top, and then you can lift that off and get it out of the way. Now, the top of the agitator usually has a place where you can put softener in. You want to remove that cap and remove the plug out of the inside so you can access the nut in the bottom and use an extension and a ratchet to remove that nut. Once the nut is loosened and removed, you can just pull the agitator up and out of the inner basket. At the bottom of the plastic tub, you're going to find 3 springs. And I just used a pair of needle nose pliers or a combination of pliers and a screwdriver to remove all 3 springs, and then a ratchet to remove the actual spring mounting brackets on all 3 sides. The back one is a little bit tricky to get to, so you'll have to reach your ratchet with an extension through the back panel of the washer in order to access the bolt that holds that bracket on. Next, unplug and remove the small plastic hose on the outside of the tub and tuck it away somewhere where it's safe and out of the way. And then we'll remove the actual drain on the front of the tub using a pair of pliers for this clamp. And you want to make sure that you put several towels underneath there because you're going to get about a gallon of water out of this tub when you remove this hose. Now, I had to already do this because I needed 2 hands, but I temporarily put it back together so I can show you what I did. This is an $8 tool I bought off of Amazon. You can see I dented it pretty good. I had to tap it pretty hard. And then once you get the nut off of there, if you can see down here, that post is pretty rusted. So this is a 30-year-old washing machine. So I just tapped on this. Don't tap on the threads and mess those up. I tapped down in here, went around and then I tried to rock the tub and then it just popped loose. Just lift it up and it comes right off of there. Now this piece would normally come out the bottom, but this one, that tube is so rusted on the inside, there's a lot of rust and stuff, so it's just holding it in there, but that would normally just fall out the bottom or stay on the shaft. But I'm just going to leave it in here because it's going right back together just like this after we put the new seal in it. The tub itself is $202, was the cheapest one I found, and we're not going to replace it. It's 30 years old, but we'll run it as long as we can. Around this shaft is where the seal is. So it seals right around here and keeps this tub sealed up against that shaft. And this is the seal that came out of there. The top half of the seal is gone. Anyway, that's the old one and it's done. So all you need to do now is just lift the plastic tub off of that shaft. Turn it upside down so we can put the new seal in. Now this is the new seal I bought. I got it off of Amazon. It was like just under $8. I bought one of the cheaper ones, but it did have good reviews. So here's the old one and there's the new one, and that's the difference. You can see how half of that one's missing. And I'm going to put some Vaseline around here to help it slide down in that hole. You want to clean this out real good, get any debris or rust and grease or whatever away from there, so this will get a good seal when you put it in there. But I'm going to put some Vaseline on it so I can get it pushed down. I probably don't even need to. Let me see. Yeah, I didn't even need to do any Vaseline, but I'll put some around the inside so it slides down over that shaft once I get it cleaned up and it goes back on easy. And then if you see, you've got a lip on the rubber seal. It's got to come up over the edge of the tub. And that's what actually holds that seal in place. So make sure it's pushed all the way in so that it's all the way around that edge. Hope that makes sense to you. I'm going to grease that up and then we'll put this back on. Then you want to clean this shaft the best that you can so there's no soap debris or rust or particles or whatever. And I sprayed a little bit of lubricant on here, just some oil I had to get it cleaned up. See, I've got some soap scum on here I need to scrape off. That's where that new seal seals around that, so it needs to be smooth and clean. And I'm just going to put some Vaseline around this thing. That'll help it slide down over this section. When you put the tub back on, it's got a drain on the bottom, which is right here, and that needs to go down through this hole right here in this splash shield or whatever that's called. So just line up that drain. Then slowly push it down and make sure the drain goes into that hole I told you about. And then push on the seal and make sure it's all pressed down and it didn't come out of place or anything. Then that other piece fits over the top of that seal. That's why it has that tapered end on it, and it seals as well. Then the tub goes back in. If that threaded piece didn't come with yours, you'll have to put that on the shaft first and then put the tub over the top. Mine all went down in there by itself, and it has a spot where it fits down in there. So just turn it until it presses all the way down. It'll go down about another ½ inch once you get it in the right spot. Then we're ready to put the nut back on. And it was pretty tight, so I'm going to go pretty tight with it, putting it back on. Then we've got these two parts here that came out of here. And this one has 2 pins on each end. So one of them goes down in this hole here. One goes down in that hole. And then this just slips over the top and holds it in place. Just like that. And you'll have to hold the bottom while you tighten it so it doesn't spin. Put this dust cover or whatever they call it, plug down in there, and then the top. I don't know how else to know exactly how this goes on, but whatever this section is up in the upper right hand corner. And then just make sure you don't break these tabs when you press down and snap them back over the clips. And just connect everything you took off of there. Put it back the way it was. Don't be intimidated by this job. This is the first time I tore into one of these washing machines. It took me a couple hours. Save yourself $200+. If you decide to take on the task, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. And don't forget to give me a thumbs up before you leave. I'll put a video here that I think you're going to enjoy. And if you click on that video, I'll meet you over there.